My name is Will Cowell, and this presentation will look at Bill Shankly and the huge role he had to play at Liverpool Football Club during and after his management. It will also look at cultural identity and the community that Shankly created in the city. He also demonstrated many extreme views regarding football, famously stating that it is more important than a matter of life or death. Shankly was known for his illustrious managerial career at Liverpool, and his career as a player may have allowed him to have related match scenarios to his coaching through a transfer of knowledge. This is backed up by a study suggesting that coaches are able to provide information to their athletes based on learnings in their own professional career, therefore showing a capacity of flexibility. Jarvie explained how cultural identity can create a sense of belonging, whereby members of a community express similar interests. For example, at a football club whereby the staff, players and fans all have the same goal of winning trophies, becoming as successful as possible, therefore possessing equal importance in determining the team's overall success. Shankly and his players shared beliefs and passions, which allowed unique relationships to develop between one another. This could therefore have allowed Shankly to cater towards their preferred learning style, and also to adopt a style that was best suited to their development and the club's success in the future. Shankly would integrate with his players during training, showing that both parties shared equal importance, with there being no superior person evident. This contrasted the viewpoint of Yang and Jowett, who suggested that a coach would usually be a more dominant figure. And although this man management style has been adopted in today's game by the likes of Jose Mourinho, some athletes may prefer a coach to display a role model image. Shankly wanted to create a family of people whom he wanted to be proud to hold their heads up and be part of the football club. Many fans began to identify themselves with the club and adopt similar views as Shankly on football. This was due to the inspiration they gained through him, as they wanted to be a part of what they believed to be a revolution at Liverpool Football Club. Shankly was very much a people's man, and he fashioned one big community within Liverpool. He believed that everyone should be a football fanatic, similar to himself. Wenger suggested that communities allow a sharing of knowledge, which is similar to a coach-athlete relationship. For example, players on the pitch may have a different viewpoint to their manager based on feelings, compared to a manager who may judge a performance visually. Wenger also explained that within a community of practice, a combination of unique and personal relationships may occur. This was allowed by Shankly through personal response to all fan mail and inclusion of the fans at the football club. This again emphasised the cultural identity and the sense of belonging within the club. Shankly did not want his players to become complacent or settle for anything less than the best. He also wanted his players to express an eagerness to learn and develop further. His constant analysis of the players allowed him to maximise their potential, and statistical data analysis is becoming increasingly important in today's game, with many teams using performance analysis to evaluate player performance. Shankly would laugh and joke with his players and often involve himself in their training sessions, but he would also work tirelessly with his coaching staff on analysis of all aspects, including individual player performance. This analysis gave him the opportunity to produce action plans to create goals and targets, similar to the use of periodization to produce a training plan. Shankly wanted to give the fans exactly what they wanted, as he knew their importance to the club. The enthusiasm he portrayed to the fans is also a vital coaching characteristic, as athletes are more likely to engage with sport if passion is expressed to them by their coach. However, it could also be argued that Shankly may have sought to please the fans too highly at times. Shankly had a philosophy against injury, as he wanted men who would die for the club, so players had to play through pain and were made to feel like an outcast if ever they were injured. Passion for success may also deter an athlete from competing, and there are ethical issues including the physical manipulation where the athletes feel pain, and this may show a win-at-all-cost ethic similar to that of Vince Lombardi. MacLeod explained how actions must first be learned before being performed, and this could have been evident in Shankly's players, who felt that it was normal to play through pain due to their manager's enforcement. This is also increasingly evident in today's game, whereby players often play through injury or take pain-killing injections to allow them to compete in matches. Despite the views of some literature, such as Jones, who suggests that football fans who support their team is an unrewarding activity, Shankly contrasted this view and suggested that the fans were as big a part of the club as anyone else. This again allowed the fans to gain the intangible rewards such as the winning mentality, whilst the players gained tangible rewards such as trophies. Following his retirement, Shankly would continue to attend games, but unlike many in today's game, would sit amongst the fans and pay for his own ticket, therefore becoming part of the community that he arguably created. He would also minimise his own recognition, as he did not want to attract fans' attention from the sport he believed to hold more importance than anything. Next is a clip of Shankly.
Well, I think that if a manager is honest and he has this natural enthusiasm, I think he whilst he can't go into the field with the players, he can convey it to the players. You understand? He's with them and they're with him, and they'll be successful.
So the video clip showed an insight of Shankly's understanding towards his players, which allowed an almost telepathic understanding of Shankly from the players on the pitch. He had a view that the players should not need any further reason to represent the shirt than the badge on the front, therefore backing up a study by Adcroft and Techman explaining a further significance in sport beyond simply the field of play. Shankly implemented a style that has inspired future managers at club, and this could be linked to coaching today, whereby it is easy for an athlete to become dependent on a coach if too much guidance is offered. Therefore, facilitated learning should be implemented so that athletes remain independent. Furthermore, it could be argued that Shankly did not conform to generic coaching styles due to his extreme footballing views. It could also be argued that he was portrayed amongst the fans as a messiah due to his positive representation of the club. The fans may have been concerned for the future of their club and the changes that may occur having lost such a powerful figure in Shankly. But research into Shankly has also provided me with inspiration and allowed me to consider my own coaching style. Above are some of the key references used within this presentation, and following research into the topic, I understand the importance of developing a relationship of equality with athletes, but also believe in the importance to differentiate between the coach and the athlete. A role model may be more suited to developing athletes. Thank you.